Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, bad girls get sent to the Hellhole, and you don't want to be a bad girl. Tonight's movie, Hellhole.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! Triskaidekaphilia! Yes, tonight, you know, it has been a little bit of time since I don't know, reviewed a truly sleazy movie. I mean, yes, there is the haunted Turkish bathhouse, but I don't know, some of the degenerates in my audience might be just getting a little bit like, come on, man, where's the sleaze at? Well, unfortunately for those who aren't fans of sleaze, this episode is probably not going to be for you, but for all the other degenerates in my audience, which is basically 90% of the audience, I'm going to review the movie Hellhole. Yes, Hellhole. What is Hellhole about? Well, it is about a woman named Susan. After witnessing her mother murdered at the hands of the very slimeball yet somewhat cool assassin for hire named Silk, she is attacked by him and loses her memory and is placed in an asylum by these shady people in the background because Susan's family has some important papers that Silk was supposed to retrieve, but he didn't anyways, so they're making him, that is Silk, become an orderly in this asylum so that he can keep an eye on Susan and just in case she regains her memory, extract the information that is required to find those papers and then, get rid of her. So, in this asylum, there is a place called Hellhole, and that is where they send the bad girls. And trust me, you don't want to go there because the person in charge of Hellhole is experimenting on these poor ladies. And, she also kind of also wants to experiment on them, not for necessarily scientific purposes, but for sick, sexual, sadistic pleasure. So will Susan be able to regain her memory, fend off Silk, and stay out of Hellhole, where she might end up becoming a lobotomized plaything for the warden? I don't even know if she's the warden, actually. the scientist bitch Arama? Well, there's only one way to find out. So let's get to those scores, shall we? Violence and gore. I am going to give this a 2 out of 5. Mainly because there is a lot of fighting. There is a lot of punching. There's a lot of physical violence and a lot of strangulation. There's quite a bit of strangulation in this movie. And honestly, a couple of them are pretty intense. I mean, Silk, the killer, is pretty menacing but also smooth criminal. I mean, the guy is unlikable, but yet there's something about him that you like, and he's definitely a character. Anyways, not super bloody, not super gory, but there is quite a bit of violence. 2 out of 5. Moving on to shock value. Shock value is a 1 out of 5. This movie isn't about jump scares, and honestly, the shock is mainly in the what's going on in the Hellhole, which isn't like super disturbing, but a little bit. So 1 out of 5. Moving on to plot. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Is an interesting movie because it's hard for me to quantify it because it's not a slasher film. And it's not like a straight up women in prison type horror experience. It's really weird. It's kind of conspiratorial. It's a little like plot threads here about the mysterious guys pulling the strings, the silk, and then you got, of course, the doctor and her evil plans, and her assistant who really thinks that this is necessary to make some breakthroughs in psychiatric treatment. So it's very layered. Plus, you get the dynamic of the woman struggling to remember herself, and kind of like her sort of relationship with her therapist and things like that. It's very interestingly layered for the movie of its sort, and it does a lot of things. And someone might say it's scattered and it has no direction, but I don't know. I think it all ties in to create this world that is the Institute. So, anyways, I think it does a good job. 3 out of 5. Moving on to acting, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. And namely because I love the performance of the maniacal doctor bitch. I like the performance of Silk. Silk is the guy. He steals the show. He is just... He's laid back and maniacal and cracking jokes and singing, like, a nursery rhyme type stuff. Like, it's just... 3 blind mice. That's what he does. 3 blind mice. 3 blind. Anyways, he's just worth the price of admission. I mean, I don't know. I could watch like a Silk movie, even though he's a douchebag. But like, he's definitely an interesting character, and also it's got Maniac Cop in it. Maniac Cop's in there, man. Dzar, right? It's hard. I don't know if I can pronounce his name correctly, but man, he's in it. So, what's not to love? 4 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and I told you that this was going to be one of the sleazier movies, and yeah, it's 5 out of 5. There is just tons and tons and tons of nudity. I mean, you've got this kind of like Silk's place, his residence in the asylum. Of course, pictures of naked chicks, gets this girl, has a photo shoot with her, and then a kind of protracted sex scene, and there's a prison shower fight. I guess it's not prison, whatever, an asylum shower fight, and like there's like scenes with 2 girls who are getting high and they get caught, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't condone this at all. I don't condone... Why? Why do I own that? I don't know. I honestly, people, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I should not own this filth. This slime. Ugh. Anyways, moving on to enjoyment factor, and it's a 4 out of 5. Anyways, so moving on to overall impression. Wait, what was that? You didn't hear my enjoyment factor? I told you what it was. It was 4 out of 5. Yeah, it was 4 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it at all. It's not a high score. It's filth. I tell you, it's sick. I don't want to see beautiful naked women fighting in the shower, or having a mud bath, or other things. It's okay. I give it a 4 out of 5. Are you fine? Are you happy? You got me. I loved it. I loved this film. I loved it. I loved its quirkiness. I loved its craziness. I loved the fact that the actors in it I recognize, and I think I like their performances, and it's weird, and it's kind of a strange movie. Okay? Yeah, it is. It's got lots of naked girls. Sue me. Anyways, moving on to overall impression. I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5. And this is probably biased, and I'm overrating this, but I don't know. I think it's a great movie. It was a great watch. It was not boring. It was not dull. I was very interested in what was going on in this movie. And I think, if you like this kind of thing, you're going to love it. That's what I'm going to think. So anyway, so there you have it. There's Hellhole. Yeah, Hellhole. We made it through this one, didn't we, guys? Oh, yeah. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. But, anyways, thanks for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Hollywood Horror. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me how much of a sick, disgusting pig I am in the comment section below. I mean, no one's watching, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. They all can't be, G-rated, right? It is 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, anyways. Wasn't there like a year where it was called The Perverts Have Spoken? Anyways, alright, so thank you for watching another episode of 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And remember, internet, to stay scary and also to stay sexy, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being sexy, right? I'm sexy. Okay. That line, I'm going to draw the line there. So, anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to just end it there because, I've got nothing. I got nothing after that. I got nothing available from Shout Factory and the Scream Factory. What I don't even know. Why did I say that? I don't know. Nobody wants that movie.